Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Moniruzzaman. I am a teacher of IGCSE Maths. Now, this is my first YouTube channel, and I am uploading the yearly question paper, solving the paper step by step, working, and you have to get um, workout most recent paper in my YouTube channel. So please, very small channel. You have to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, and you have to get all the latest video, and also you have to write the comments if you did not get anything in the worksheet. So this is the, if you see the paper, this is the actually Pearson Edexcel IG's International GCSE October 23 most recent paper, and this is the paper code. Okay, and this is the further pure maths paper 1. So in paper 1, total 11 questions you have. First 4 and 5% is very easy and small one. But later part of the question is much more difficult and the bigger one. So you have to calculate your time. So try to finish the early as well as possible first 4 or 5 questions, and then you have to give more time in the later part of the questions. Okay, so this is the paper, and if you see that there is a formula booklet, you have very small formula you have, I think you know this, and then you have to start the maths. This is the first one, number 1. So is number 1, this is actually third related maths, and this is the topics we have in the IGCSE pure maths. If you see the syllabus of the syllabus, and you have to see, if you go to the syllabus, you will get third, and third is very important because minimum 1 years you have from these topics. Okay, now we can start the maths. I have to explain the workout and also why you are doing the maths, and I have to explain beside the workout, and you have to read the question very carefully. Look at the first question is, this is a diagram given, and this is right angle triangle. And look at the length. This length AB is given and BC also given. And these two length actually insert from. And also there is another information given, area of the triangle ABC. And this one is also set from given. So question asks you, without using calculator, find the value of A and B. And if you see the informations here, without using calculator, it means you have to show the steps. So you have to show the steps. You can get help from the calculator, but you have to show the steps. Otherwise, you will get the answer by calculator. Okay, so look at the first. First, you have to write the formula. Area of right angle triangle is half into base into height. And there is another formula, half into AB sine theta. And this formula we can use when the triangle is given like this, and the adjacent length AB given, and adjacent angle also given here. This is called adjacent length, and the angle between the length, that is called adjacent angle. When this type of diagram given, we can use this formula. So this diagram actually right angle triangle, so you can use this one. So first write the area of triangle here. That is 34 plus 11 root 5. So this is my working. Please consider my handwriting. My handwriting is not very good, so try to understand. So look at the base BC. The P is given here, A plus B root 5. Okay, multiply height. Height is given also 2 plus 4 root 5. Okay. And now if you do the cross multiplications, these two multiply with this one, it will be how much? So 34 multiplied 2 is 68. 11 root 5 multiplied 2 is 22 root 5. And the left side we have A plus B root 5 and multiply 2 plus 4 root 5. Okay. So now if you divide this one in left side, so it will be 68 plus 22 root 5, because we want to make subject a plus b root 5, and it will be 2 plus 4 root 5 and equals to a plus b root 5. Okay, and now this is the left side, we have a surd form in denominator. So first you have to make it rational denominator. How to make it rational denominator? So you have to multiply. If you get the double surd number, you have to multiply the opposite sign. Surd with the opposite sign. That is called conjugate surd. So we can write a plus b root 5. And in the left side, 2 plus 4 root 5. Okay, and you have to multiply surd with opposite sign. That means the plus given, you have to multiply with minus sign. So 2 minus 4 root 5. Okay, and same number you have to multiply in the numerator. So 68 plus 22 root 5 and multiply 2 minus 4 root 5. Okay, so this is the method step, remember. And that is called conjugate surd. G-U-G-A-R-D, conjugate surd. Okay, and left side you will continue, and right side here, a plus b into a minus b. So if you consider this one is a, this one is b, this one is a, and this one is b. So a plus b into a minus b, the formula is a square minus b square. It means 2 square minus 4 root 5 whole square. And the formula is a plus b. If the a plus b and a minus b given, like expansion from given, you can make the simplest form, that is a square minus b square. Okay, this is the formula. And in the right side, in the numerator, you have to multiply this. 68 multiply 2, and it will be 8 to the 16, 1 left, 12 plus 1, 13, 136. So you can use it calculator. Okay. So if you have a calculator like this is the calculator you have for the O level. Okay. So 68 multiplied, it will be 136, and 68 multiply 4 root 5. 68 multiply minus 4 root 5. The answer will be okay, 68 multiply 5. 68 multiply 4. So minus 272 root 5. Okay. Plus now 22 root 5 multiply 2, it will be 44 root 5. And plus minus or minus 22 root 5 multiply 4 root 5. So 22 root 5 with multiply 4 root 5. Negative 4 root 5, and it will be 440 minus 440. Hopefully you will get the answer by calculator. Okay, so now it will be now 2 square, that will be 4 minus. So if you calculate this, 4 root 5 whole square, and it will be 80. because 4 square is 16, 16 into 5, 80. So it will be 80. And in the numerator, and if you look at the number 136 multiply 440. So 136 multiply 440, and you will get minus 304. So negative 304 minus 272 root 5 plus 44 root 5. Minus 272 plus 44. And you will get minus 228. Minus 228 root 5. Okay. So almost we have done. So in the denominator 4 minus 80. 4 minus 80, and it will be 76 minus 76. And in numerator minus 304 minus 228 root 5. Now you can write it separately. See, if you write minus 304 over minus 76, and then we can write minus 228 root 5 over negative 76. So you can write it separately. That is called separate variable. And it will be minus 304 divided by minus 76, and it will be 4. And minus minus plus 228 divided by 76, and it will be 3. So finally we have got 4 plus 3 root 5. And remember, in the left side we have a plus b root 5. A plus b root 5. Now equating. You can write equating or you can write comparing. Is not a problem. Eh? Same thing. Or comparing. Comparing. Okay. Equating or comparing of first constant and root 5. So if you see the constants, in left side you have a and right side you have a 4. So we can write a equals to 4. Second one, so b root 5 equals to 3. Actually, this is not b. I made a mistake. Actually, this is not b, and this is actually 5. Okay. So b root 5 equals to 3 root 5. So root 5 is cancelled, and then we have got b equals to 3. So finally, we have got the answer a equals to 4 and b equals to 3. So this is the answer. So I think you understood. Not difficult one, but you have to keep patient, because in pure maths you need patience. So don't be hurry. You have to calculate in proper way, because the information given here without using calculator. So I just recap the maths. So first, the area of the triangle given. This is the clue given here. So first write the formula half into base into height, and you have to make subject a plus b root 5, and then the surd in the denominator, make it rational, multiply the conjugate surd, and just you calculate the value by calculator, step by steps, and finally you'll get the answer. This from b plus 3 root 5, and comparing this you'll get the answer a and b. So hopefully you understood. So we are moving next questions. Question number 2. So this chapter, this question number 2, actually quadratic equations. This is the quadratic equation chapter, huh? And it's very important chapter you have. Okay, so I forgot to inform you about my channel. So the channel is actually Maths with Masud sir. So you have to go to the channel and subscribe the bell. Subscribe the channels and hit the bell icon. Okay, now question number 2. So look at the question. Gx equals to 2x squared plus half x minus 3. This is the quadratic equations given. And look at the form. Express gx in the form this. And this is the form of the computing square. So whenever you have to get this form, that is the computing square. That means question asks you to make the quadratic equation in computing square form. And then you have to compare, you'll get the PQR. And remember, PQ are the rational number. So very, very important concept. Rational number means any kind of integer value or decimal. Whenever you get decimal, you have to make it the fraction number. That is called rational number. That means without surd. So any kind of surd number is irrational number, and any kind of pi is irrational number. So without pi and surd number, rest of the numbers are rational. Okay. So first we are doing number A, 2A. So 2A. So first write gx, and gx equals to, the question is 2x square plus half x minus 3. 2x square plus half x and minus 3. 2x square plus half x minus 3. So this is the question, and question asks you to make this form. And write down the form here. P bracket x plus q whole square plus r. Okay. Now, so 2x square plus half x minus 3. So first you have to arrange this one, 2x square plus half x and minus 3. Okay, so x square coefficient is 2. So first you have to take common 2. So if you take 2 is common, it will be x square plus 1 by 2 divided by 2. In the calculator, 1 by 2 and then divide by 2, you will get 1 by 4. If you see the number, it is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4. And minus 3, write separately. Okay, now x square plus 1 by 4x. So there is a two formula for the computing square. The first formula is x square plus bx. So if you get the form x square plus bx, the formula is x plus b by 2 whole square and minus b by 2 whole square. Okay, this is the one formula. And another formula, x square minus bx. And the formula is x minus b by 2 whole square and minus b by 2 whole square. So there's a two formula for the computing square. So sometimes you have got this form, or sometimes you have got this form. Sometimes this form given directly, sometimes you have to make this form. So for this math, this form is not given directly. If you take 2 common, and you will get the form x square plus bx. So this one represents actually b. Okay. Now the formula is, give the third bracket, x plus b by 2. So b represents 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 divided by 2, and it will be 1 by 8. So 1 by 8. And minus 1 by 8 whole square. Bracket closed, and put minus 3 here. Okay, now you target. Now you have to expand the bracket. So 2 multiply this one. So you can write 2 multiply x plus 1 by 8 whole square. It will be same thing, because you cannot expand 2 into this one, because this is the power. You cannot expand. So you have to just write you have to keep the same thing. 2 multiply this. And minus 2 into 1 by 8 whole square. So in the calculator, 2 multiply minus 1 by 8, okay, whole square, and you will get minus 1 by 32. So it will be minus 1 by 32, and then minus 3. So first you have to take common, then you have to use formula, and then you have to expand the bracket. So now you have to make simplest form, x plus 1 by 8 whole square minus 1 by 32 minus 3. In the calculator, you will get minus 97 over 32. So you'll get negative 97 over 32. Now you can compare. And if you compare this one, p bracket x plus q whole square plus r. So by comparing, you can write p equals to 2 and q equals to 1 by 8. And finally, r equals to minus 97 divided by 32. So if you see the question, the question asks you to find the PQR and must PQR are rational numbers to be found. So we have got the all numbers are rational. Look, P equals to 2 is the integer. This is the fraction. This is the fraction. So this is all about the rational number. So this is the answer we have. Okay. So this one finished. Hopefully you understood. Now second question is very important. Related the first one. B, find the minimum value of gx. Minimum value. Why minimum? Because x square coefficient is positive. If the x square coefficient is positive, the quadratic is minimum. If x square coefficient is negative, the quadratic is maximum. So this is the two. So that means coefficient of x square is positive, so it will be minimum. So question asks you to find the minimum of gx, and minimum value always represent this form, this value. After the square, the value represent minimum maximum. Okay, minimum and maximum depends on the coefficient of x square, and the value should be given after the completing square is this value r. So now in the mass B1, okay, B1, B1, the minimum. So minimum of gx equals to minus 97/32. And this is the minimum value. Okay. Minus 97/32. Why minimum? Look, minimum because x square coefficient is positive, that's the minimum. And the value is minimum is this because whole square means always you have a 0 or positive value. So if you get 0, this should be the minimum value. If you get the positive value, this should be also minimum value, because after the, if you take the positive value here, because square makes always 0 or positive. If you take any value of x, whole square means always you have a 0 or positive value. So if you get the positive value in the square form, so the answer should be more than minus 97/32. So that means the minimum value is this. So logically you're correct and conceptually it is correct. So minimum value is 97/32. And second question asks you to find the value of x, right? And if you see the questions here, the value of x for this minimum occurs. So this minimum occurs means for this minimum, it occurs when 2 bracket x plus 1/8 and x plus 1/8 whole square equals to 0. So x plus 1/8 whole square. So these two will be divided. So 0 divided by 2, that is 0. 0 divided by any number, that will be 0. And x plus 1/8, and this square will become square root of 0, and it will be also 0. So x equals to x plus 1/8. And finally, you can get the x value, x equals to minus 1/8. It is better to show the steps. Otherwise, you can write the answer x equals to minus x directly, no problem. So this is the second answer, B2 answer done. X equals to minus 1/8. And look at the third question. Third part is C in the question number 2. And there is another quadratic equation given, but different from 2x to the power 6 plus 1/2x cubed minus 3. And there is a link between the two questions, gx and hx. So there is a link in between the gx and hx. So first I write the C1. So gx and hx. Then you can compare between two questions. Gx equals to 2x squared. Okay, 2x squared plus half x minus 3, and gx squared, that will be 2x to the power 6 plus 1 by 2 x cube minus 3. Am I right? 2x to the power 6 plus 1 by 2 x cube minus 3. And question asks you to find the minimum value of hx and value of x. Okay, so if you compare these two equations, look at the coefficient is same, 2 to same, half same, and constant also same. And this x n should be replaced by x cube. And if you make this one in x square, it should be x cube whole square, right? Because power to the power, power should be multiplied, you have the same thing. And plus half x cube and minus 3. Okay, now you can substitute. Let we can consider here x should be replaced by x cube. So if x equals to s cube, and it will be same, right? It will be 2x square plus half x and minus 3. And already we made this form. That is 2 bracket x plus 1 by 8 whole square minus 97 over 32. Minus 97 over 32. Yeah, same thing. Okay, now we can write here final equations is, so hx, and then we can write 2 bracket x should be replaced by x cube, right? And plus 1 by 8 whole square minus 97 over 32. And maybe 2 or 3 years back, we have got same questions, similar questions we have. So this question is repeated. That means this type of question is important. Okay. And now, if you get the same from, so we have got the same minimum value. So first one, H1. So minimum value of hx equals to minus 97 over 32. And now second part is question ask you, write down the value of x when this minimum occur. So it occurs when two x cube plus 1 by 8 whole square equals to 0. And now, so x cube plus 1 by 8. So this will be 2 will be 0 and square will be square 0. So it will be same thing. So 0 over there. So x cube equals to minus 1 by 8. And x equals to cube will become cube root. Minus 1 by 8. So in the calculator, so cube root of minus 1 by 8. And you have minus 1 by 2. Again, you can see the answer in the calculator. Minus 1 by 2. So this is the answer for C2. And this is the answer for C1. So hopefully you understood. Not difficult, but not easy also. And you have to understand it very carefully. First, read the question very carefully. Try to understand the questions and try to make the link between the questions. And you have to finalize the methodology and process of the work. That is important. Okay, so you have finished this one. Now you're moving the next questions. So question number 3. Okay, solution. And question number 3, g prime x equals to mx square minus 10x minus 37. M is an integer value. The curve y equals to gx passes through the point 1 minus 20. And given that x minus 2 is a factor of the gx, there's a 2 conditions given. One condition is the curve is passes through the point. Second condition is x minus 5 is a factor of the gx. And show that gx equals to this. Question asks you to prove it. Second question is, using algebra, solve the equations of the gx equals to 0. Okay. So if you see the questions, the first part of the questions, that is very important. G prime x. Actually, G prime means what? G prime means differentiation. Dx. Okay, so in the maths, prime represent always differentiation. If it is 2 prime given, it will be second derivative. If it is the 1 prime given, it will be first derivative. Okay, so we can write here g prime x equals to mx square minus 10x minus 37. And remember, m is integer. Okay, so g prime x, it means dy by dx. So it will be mx square minus 10x minus 37. Okay, and now how to make y equals to gx? So if you do cross multiplication, dy equals to, it will be mx square minus 10x minus 37 times dx. Okay, actually this is called differential equations. Differential equations. You have got this one in A-level maths, but this is some quiz given. By recent paper, we have got this kind of maths. And how to make original equations? So using the integrations. So if you integrate in the both side, so it will be y, and it will be mx square. It means x cubed by 3. I think you know the formula. 10 x square by 2 minus 37x. And if you see the formula, integration of x to the power n dx equals to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is the formula for the index of the integrations. If that power is given, you can write x to the power n plus 1. Power will be added by 1, and in denominator will be the same as power. And very important things, you have to write the constant, because this is the indefinite integrations. So definite integrations and indefinite integrations, integral. So definite integral, there is a limit given. If it is not no limit given, that means it is a indefinite integrations. For the indefinite, you have to make the constant c. Okay. And another formula here is, if the constant given, what is the integration? A dx, integration is ax plus c. Ax plus c. Okay. And now you can make it simplest by 1 by 3 m x cube minus 5x square minus 37x and plus c. And look at the information. This curve y is passes through the point at the coordinate 1, 20. And remember, there is a two constants given, m and c. So that means you need two equations. So that means you need two conditions. The first condition is at 1, 20. It means the curve passes through this point. That means the curve is satisfied by this point. It means you have to replace x and y value in the equation of the curve. So y equals to 20, and 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 into m is 1, sorry, m is m into 1 cube minus 5 into, this is x, remember, 5 into 1 is square, this is the multiplication, minus 37 multiply 1 plus c. So it will be 20. So 1 cube means 1, so it will be 1 by 3m and minus 5 and minus 37 and plus c. Okay, so if you calculate, this 20 minus 5 become plus 5, minus 37 will be plus 37 in the left side, and right side it will be 1 by 3m plus c. So we can write 1 by 3m plus c equals to, in the calculator it will be 20 plus 5 plus 37. So it will be 137. Okay. So 1 by 3m plus c, and so 1 cube. So minus 5, 20 plus 5, 25, and 37, and it will be, okay, so 20 plus 5 plus 37, and it will be 62, sorry, oops, 62, and it will be 62. So this is the equation number 1. So we have got the first equation. And now, using the second condition, x minus 5 is the factor of gx. Look, x minus 5 is the factor of gx. This is the factor theorem. Factor theorem means if x equals to 5, the remainder is 0. Because we know for the factor theorem, remainder always 0. For the factor theorem, the remainder equals to 0. This is the factor theorem, right? I think you know this. So x minus 5 equals to 0 and x equals to 5. And now if you consider x equals to 5, that means y equals to 0. Remainder is 0. Remainder means y. So now you have to replace this value. So x equals to 5, that means remainder is 0. Okay, now, so y equals to 0, 1 by 3 into m into 5 cube minus 5 into 5 squared minus 37 into 5 and plus c. And 0 equals to 5 cube is 125. So 125 by 3 minus 5 squared 25 into 5, 125. You can do it mentally. I think very easy calculations. And 37 into 5, 37 into 5, and it will be 185 and plus c. So if you calculate, it will be minus 125 minus 1, sorry, it will be 125 plus 185. So it will be 310. So you can write 310 in the left side, and right side will be 1 by 3, sorry, 125. Okay, you can write here. So 125 by 3m plus c. So this is the equation number 2. So now do the simultaneous equations. So if you want to make subject C or, okay, so from the equation number 1, from 1, so what is your subject C? C equals to 62 minus 1 by 3m. And you have to replace C value in the equation number 2. So equation 2 from 2. So it will be 310 equals to 125 by 3m, and C equals to 62 minus 1 by 3m. So 310, you have to bring number in the left side, and right side, very important things here, 125 by 3 minus 1 by 3. In the calculator, 125 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So without LCM, you'll get the answer. That will be 124 by 3. So 124 by 3m, right? Okay, so it will be left side 310 minus 62, how much you get? And it will be 248. So 248 equals to 124 by 3 m. So m equals to 248 divide 124 by 3. So in the calculator, 124 by 3, and you'll get the answer 6. Very nice number. So m equals to 6. Okay, and put the value of m in the subject C, you will get the C value. So C value is 62 minus 1 by 3m, right? And look at the C here. If you look at the C, 62 minus 1 by 3m. So 62 minus 1 by 3 into m6. So if you calculate, and it will be 62 minus 2, it will be 60. So C equals to 60. So this is the second answer. And question asks you, show that gx equals to 2x cube minus 5x square minus 37x plus 60. Now you have to replace the m and c value in the equations. And equation is 1 by 3 mx cube. And look at the equations. And equation is y equals to 1 by 3 m x cube minus 5x square minus 37x minus 5x square minus 5x square minus 37x plus c. Okay, now y equals to 1 by 3 m represent 6, right? 6x cube. So it will be 5x square minus 37x and c equals to 60. So finally, if you cancel it out, it will be 2, right? So it will be 2x cube minus 5x square minus 37x plus 60, and this is the y. So that question asks you to show. Okay, shown. So we have shown that this is the equation of the y, original equations. Okay, now, and the second part of the question is, hence or otherwise using the hence means, when the hence given, it means we have to follow the answer of A for B. Solve the equation of gx. So solve the equation of gx means look at the gx. This is the gx. Okay, this is the gx. And this is a factor given here. X minus 5 is a factor of gx. So gx equals to 0. So how to factorize this? How to factor the cubic form? So x minus 5 is the factor of gx. So you have to do the long divisions. So factorization of the cubic form, the method is long division. Okay, so if you divide 2x cube divided by x, that will be 2x square, and it will be 2x cube minus 10x square, because 5x square, 2x square multiply 5 is 10x square. For the division, do subtraction, this will be minus, and minus will become plus. So this is cancelled, and it will be 5x square. Minus 5x square plus 10x square, 5x square, minus 37x. So 5x square divided by x, it will be 5x plus 5x, positive 5x, and now 5x multiply x, it will be 5x square, 5x into minus 5, it will be 25x. Okay, subtraction, so sign will be opposite. This is cancelled. So minus 37 plus 25, it will be minus 12. Minus 12x plus 60. So minus 12x divided by x, it will be minus 12. And it will be minus 12x plus 60. So 0. So that means long division is correct. So using the long divisions, now we can write gx equals to 0. So we can write x minus 5 into 2x square plus 5x minus 12 equals to 0. So x minus 5 is a one factor, and you will do the middle term break, 2x square plus x minus 12. So or you can use the formula, is up to you. So if you do the middle term break, it will be how much? 2 into 12. 2 into 12 is 24. So 24 means 8 into 3, right? 8 3 is a 24. So 8 minus 3 is 5. So you can write 8x minus 3x minus 12. And x minus 5. And if you take common, 2x common, it will be x plus 4. And minus 3 common, it will be x plus 4. 0. So finally, x minus 4 is a one factor. And in the middle term break, the common factor is x plus 4. And uncommon factor is 2x minus 3. So finally, we have got 3 factor. And that is called null factor. That is called null factor. So null factor means x minus 5 equals to 0 and x plus 4 equals to 0, because question asks you to solve, and 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So finally x equals to 5, x equals to minus 4, and x equals to minus 3 will become plus 3 divided by 2. So plus 3 by 2. So this is the answer. Question asks you to find the answer of x. So we have got the 3 answer of x. So finally we have got 3 answers of the x. So this is the questions. Stick one, little bit harder one. And look at the marks, 5 and 3 maths, 8 marks. So you have to show the steps, and very important is you have to read the question very carefully, and you have to find out the concept of the maths. The main concept is differentiation given, how to make the original equations. So the method is integrations. So integrations, using the integrations, there's a 2 conditions given, make 2 equations, do simultaneous, you'll get the 2 unknown value of m and c. And finally, you have to make the original equations, and you have to factorize the cubic form, do long divisions, get the 3 factors, and equals to 0 means you have to got 3 answers. So answer is x equals to 5, x equals to minus 4, and x equals to 3 by 2. So after this one, and we have finished number 3, and then inshallah next video I will do another 4 maths, and I will upload the video in the my YouTube channel. And please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, and you have to write the comments. So you have to write the comments in the comment sections, and I will see your comments inshallah. So till now, Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much to joining with me.